Hey y'all, it's Betsy, and today we are going to be doing a review and demo of the new Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. Now, I really like a lot of things about this palette, but then there are some things that I don't, so we're gonna go over it. I was really interested in getting this palette because I wanted to try their new pressed glitter formula. And the glitters are absolutely beautiful, and that is the most unique thing in the palette. As you can see, it's going from, if you can see it pick up on camera, the first one is Diamonds Are for Breakfast. The second one, that pinky shade, is Diamond Glitterati. The gold shade is called Fluid in Diamonds, and then this whitish icy blue is called Diamond Life. Now, you do need a glitter glue to hold these down. I have worn these shadows a few times. I like to do that before. I don't really want to do a whole lot of first impression videos. I would much rather do something that I've tried. So, to get started, what we're gonna do is I'm using, this is a Pat McGrath Labs brush. It's just a fluffy crease brush. And we're gonna start off with the shade Fancy That. It is more of a cooler toned transition shade. And we're just going to take and put that into the crease. Now, I did go ahead and prime and set my eyes like I normally do. And one of the things about this palette that I'm really not the biggest fan of is there are only 4 matte shades, and the rest is either glitters or shimmers. Which, you know, I really, really like glitters and shimmers, but on the same hand, your base for this can only have so many looks. And the base shades, the matte shades that are in here are all very basic in color. So that's another thing that I'm not the biggest fan of. So now I'm going to take my Morphe M506 and I'm going to dip into this brownish plumish red shade. Now, I do like that color. Is it anything super unique? Not particularly. To me, the most unique things in the palette are the glitters. But even that pink shade, that Glitterati shade, is very close to one of the pressed glitters in the Huda Beauty New Nudes. There we go. And today we're not gonna go super duper crazy. Now, there is a couple of things too. To use the glitters, you definitely need a glitter glue. I'm going to grab the shade, it's Designer right here, on just a small pencil brush to highlight underneath my brow bone so I can really enhance the hairs that need to be threaded. But since we're going to Disney in just a couple of weeks, I'm kind of holding out because I won't be able to get them done while I'm there. So I'm trying to let them get pretty much as bad as possible, so that way they can be fresh for Disney. So now what we're going to do is take and use just a flat shader brush, and we're going to use some of the Too Faced glitter glue. And take and apply that all over the lid and all in my lashes, apparently. Don't want all that in my lashes. There we go. And I'm going to go into the shade Diamonds Are for Breakfast. It is that is probably my favorite glitter that is in this. That and the Diamond Life, that's the two most unique shades of glitter. And just take and press right into the lid. But to me, you can easily get this same type of look if you're using one of the Stila glitters, and they're a little bit easier to work with in my opinion. But out of my Stila glitters, I don't have anything that is identical as far as colors go to those two shades. Now, to recommend it to someone, if you really love glitters and your collection is not as big as mine, I would recommend it. But probably for someone who really loves makeup, I think you're kind of limited on what you can do with it. I mean, it is very, very basic. And I hate to say that because I really do love Too Faced as a brand. I adore their packaging. But as far as this being a super unique eyeshadow palette that you need to have in your collection, it is probably not one that I would say you have to have. Now I'm just going to take that same Morphe M506 just to kind of blend in the edges and take and add a little bit of that plummy shade to the outer part of my lid to give it a little bit more definition. And blend the glitters together. And it is messy. If you're not using a glitter glue, you will definitely have a lot of fallout. They are pretty firmly packed in there, but as I said, it is a messier palette. If you can look at my hand, just from, I'm not sure if the glitter's picking up, but my hand is covered in glitter just from the swatches on my fingers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same shade, It's Rich, and use that very close on my lower lash line to really make it a smoky look. But as far as the other shimmer shades in here, those are not very unique. There's a black with glitter, which I have that in like 10 other palettes. But it does create a beautiful look, as you can see. Now we're going to take that pencil brush again and we're going to go into the shade Clutch Your Pearls, which is just a white shimmery shade, and we're going to highlight the inner corner of our eye with that, which has, it is more of a duochrome shade. As you can see, it reflects a lot of pink, which again, I think they even have a shade that's pretty darn similar to that in the gingerbread palette. Most of the matte shades in here can be duped with the gingerbread palette. And a lot of these shimmers are similar to the ones that are in the Make Believe. So now that we're done with that, we're just going to go ahead and curl our lashes. Get glitter everywhere. And I'm using the Essence Lash Princess on my top lashes. the Essence Lash Princess is probably, now I've used it quite a bit, my favorite drugstore mascara. And it is super affordable. I think it's $3.99 a tube. If you're looking for a good drugstore mascara, that is a definite recommend. But I typically only use that on my top lashes, and then I'll take and use my Wet n Wild Skinny Skinny Mascara, and that is what I use on my lower lashes. So there we go. Now let me find that Pat McGrath brush that I used originally, because I have some mascara transfer. Because my lashes are longer, and with as hooded as my eyes are, I get mascara transfer a lot to my lid. So what I typically do is just take and brush over it with the same brush that I use for my transition shade, and that gets rid of any of that. But as you can see, it is a very, very pretty look. Is it worth $49, I think it was? If you're not a makeup collector like I am, probably not. Now, if you do like glitters, you don't have a big collection, this is a good starter palette to get into, but you definitely need glitter glue. I would not use this without glitter glue, because if not, you're gonna have a mess all over your hands. And like Too Faced makes a glitter glue, Lit Cosmetics, NYX has a really good glitter glue, so it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Overall, as I said, it performs really well. The glitters are gorgeous. That is the most unique part. But as far as shimmer shades, I don't find any, or the matte shades, there's nothing super unique. It is, see, those are some of the shimmer shades. The first one is Princess Cut. The second one is Highly Selective. The third one is Coal Under Pressure. The next one is called Silver Spoon. And then the blue shade is Set Your Jewel Tone. Now that blue shade is really pretty. It is like almost a navy blue with a little bit of purple reflect. But as I said, that's what I think about it. Let me know if you're interested in picking this one up, or any of the other eyeshadow palettes that you're interested in picking up. You know, I'm always curious about what everybody else is wanting to do. But as I said, it performs well, just not super unique. That's probably why I wouldn't recommend it. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just basic other than 2 glitters. But would I spend $49 again for just 2 glitter shades? No. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. I post a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to check me out on all my social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as my second channel, which is just Betsy it's Cuttin Corners Vinyl. That is my main channel. Other than that, I think that's it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.